Hello there. The Taking of Pelham 1, 2, 3. I enjoy this movie, but I'm not sure if I'm going to have much to say about it.
That's right. I'm about to monologue, son.
Okay, Denzel Washington. I forget his character's name. However, he's basically playing this very, not decorative, I don't know what it would be, transit. He's been at the job for like 20-something years, but he's been put at the desk because there's speculation that he took a bribe. And he just happens to be there that day when John Travolta kidnaps Pelham 1, 2, 3. And the one thing I instantly was just like, okay, coincidence. Always, the big issue I have with movies is coincidence because it always has to lead into other things. So John Travolta is basically holding 19 people hostage in order to get $10 million and 1 cent. So that's one thing I was instantly, okay, this is going to lead into something else. Maybe he didn't do what he said. It's going to be kind of like the Inside Man. What happened with Inside Man, where he was accused of something, but it didn't actually happen. But no, when it comes down to it, John Travolta is about to kill somebody unless Denzel Washington tells him how he took the bribe, and then Denzel Washington tells him. And it's just like one of those things are just like, oh my gosh, of course. The one person, that the whole coincidence thing, that he's stuck there having to admit to taking the bribe. And then you feel sorry for Denzel Washington because he basically says he took it so he could have a college fund for his kids. And then you feel bad because he's doesn't make much money, and he was thinking for his children. And the bribe he took was already for the train he was gonna to vote for. So he just felt like it wasn't a bad thing to do. It was just he was getting money for something he was already gonna do. So already it's just like, okay, you're trying to get us to care, which you do. Denzel Washington does a great job of getting us to always care for his characters. The one part about this movie that I felt was very weak was John Travolta. I almost forgot his name and I just said it. John Travolta. I honestly have never been a big fan. I've never thought he could do great range. There are certain characters of his that I've always loved, but sometimes when he tries to play the boss, the bad guy, it just doesn't seem to work for me. Like Swordfish, he didn't seem to work in that. What's funny, in Face Off it worked. He always seems to play the boss, but there are some character portrayals that just don't work, like from Paris with Love, and this one. This one, he just didn't seem to work for me. I was not a fan of the fact that he always wore the sunglasses. He's trying to look cool, but in the end, he just looked, what is it? I think the correct word people use for him is douchebag, or douche. I don't know. But he looks like a tool. He just looked like a complete tool to me, and it just didn't seem to work because every time he would snap, it was just like, I can't take him too seriously. The tattoos and everything just didn't work for me. Maybe if he didn't have the tattoos and wasn't wearing the glasses, or maybe a different kind of glasses, or just normal glasses like mine, real lenses, that would actually work, but it just seemed like there was too much on him. The goatee didn't work for me either. The goatee just screamed, yeah, more of a tool. The goatee did not work. Maybe it worked at the time, but on John Travolta, that thin goatee just doesn't work. And that's the issue I had. It's just like, okay, I like the story, but John Travolta just doesn't work for me. Every time I see him, I just can't take him seriously. He just doesn't look the part of a well put together, logical thinker. Even though he's supposed to be crazy, it just wasn't well put together. So that's the issue I had. It's just like, okay, I can get where you're coming from, but why John Travolta? Or why'd you make him look like this of all things? Why? It just didn't work for me. The tattoos didn't work. The glasses didn't work. The goatee didn't work. Denzel Washington, of course, always works. He always looks great. I love myself some Denzel Washington in a movie. I don't think I've ever seen a movie that he did that I didn't enjoy. But John Travolta, even though I enjoy this movie because of Denzel Washington, John Travolta, I just don't care for his character. It seemed weak to me. Even though he does seem to put a good, he does seem to portray it as he should. It's just the way he looks that doesn't work. If he was to look exactly the same as he did in Face Off, so clean shaven, no glasses, just walking around like a boss, then it would be more believable. Because that's the same issue I had with him in Swordfish. The long freaking hair just didn't do it for me. And I think he had the goatee there too. But yeah, it's just one of those things. It's just like, you have to know exactly how the character should look. They should be able to, because John Travolta just is one of those that can't pull it off. Like from Paris with Love, when he was clean shaven, I just didn't see it. I didn't see it on him. It just doesn't work. For me, it just doesn't work. But that's just me. So the movie's enjoyable, but I just had issues with John Travolta. It just didn't seem, his whole character, the way he looked, just didn't seem to work for me. Denzel Washington did. I'm trying to think of the other cast in here, but yeah, everything else seemed to work. I enjoyed the story. It's based off a book and a remake of a 1970s movie, which I can't remember. It was an actual transit cop. It was actual transit cop, which is in the role of Denzel Washington's place. But that you up the stakes by having someone who's actually not innocent, but having someone else in that role. So I do like the transition they did. I do like how they switched it up a bit. So it does make it more some originality, and I enjoy that.
And don't forget to like and subscribe.
So this movie is definitely worth a watch. Thank you all for watching. Talk to you next time. Toodles.